Hello everyone, welcome back to the official Game Driven YouTube channel. My name is Ryan, and in this video we are going to be doing a tutorial of the game Epidemic. So I have my two accounts open here. On the right I have the rules page open for Epidemic, and on the left I will show you how to get to the game. So you will click the Epidemic icon. I have a couple games open that I'll be able to show you and demonstrate the game. So to quickly kind of run through the rules and the gameplay, you have a board that has a body of cells, and the goal is to try to infect these cells with your virus and kind of spread your virus so that you take up more of the board than your opponent and his virus. The way that you start the game is you will infect one of these neutral cells with your virus, so you can choose anywhere on the board basically to click, and it will start your virus at stage 1. There are 3 stages of the virus, and at any point before it gets to stage 3, your virus can be converted to your opponent's virus and vice versa. Once it gets to stage 3, then the only thing that can change or reconvert the virus to a healthy cell is a vaccine. And so we'll take a look at that and demonstrate all of this later. This chart is very important. It kind of tells you the way that all the cells and interact with each other when you click on them. So for example, I know it's hard to demonstrate right now because I can only affect one cell at a time, but the idea is that as your virus grows in stage and you click the cell, it develops into a later stage of the virus and also begins to affect other cells surrounding the cell that you select. This basically tells you if you click one of the cells what will happen. So the neutral cell, it will convert to stage 1. The vaccine will convert a cell to an antibody, and so on. And then this is going to tell you what adjacent cells, what kind of interactions you'll expect to see from that too. So definitely recommend checking out this chart if you are confused in any way or just want to have a very good grasp of the rules. And we're going to talk about the variations in a second, but the main idea is the game will end when the entire board is filled up with stage 3 viruses and there's no more moves to be made. The first variation, which is stage 1, is basically setting you up in kind of the middle of the game, basically the midway point of the game. So rather than start from scratch, it's a little bit further along, so that it's just for kind of a shorter game and for a little bit more variety. And then we have the MadVax variation, where basically you have all these stage 3 viruses already on the board and a lot of these vaccines around that will that will allow you to basically create open cells or neutral cells by extinguishing a lot of the viruses. So it's kind of almost a reverse of the standard game. And then the final variation is antibody, where these antibodies, which are again kind of neutral, but they block you from being able to select that cell. They will pop up randomly each turn and fill the board out. So you're kind of trying to strategically maneuver around that. And so those are the additional variations. I'll go ahead and show you now, demonstrate the gameplay. So for example, I'll just pick somewhere on the board. I tend to like to pick one that has a lot of connections to start. And then I can make my second move here. I'll go ahead and let's say I'll move up here. I can now demonstrate what will happen if I convert this to stage 2, it will also convert all of the surrounding or adjacent cells to stage 1. So you can see that you'll be able to kind of rapidly grow your disease once you start to kind of snowball and chain these infections together. So I'll go ahead and submit. Okay, so I went ahead and jumped to a game where this is a stage 1 variant of the game, and I've made a few moves. I just figured I'd go ahead and show the different options I have as moves. They just kind of show some of the different interactions. So it's my turn on this side. I just moved over here. And so, for example, like here, notice how this converts these to stage 1 of these neutral cells became stage 1 of my virus. You can press the X button to remove your move. And then this is my opponent's virus. I can actually change that to stage 2 of my virus by doing this. I can go over here, so I can change this to a stage 3 of my virus, and notice how that affects the cells around. You could also click this stage 3, which will convert those stage 2 surrounding to stage 3. For example, I can also click this vaccine and notice how it converted that cell to an antibody, and then everything else became neutral around it. I'll show what these buttons can do as well. This is just these kind of revisualize the board, with symbols representing what exists in those places. So V for vaccine, and then the numbers represent the stage of the cells. This button here kind of just displays the possible places you can click. So it highlights them in red. So the black I obviously can't click. Those are already spots taken by my opponent. So that's just a way of kind of visualizing the board, if that helps, if that's what you prefer. And that's kind of everything there is to see about most of the gameplay. I'll go ahead and show you. So this is the antibody variant. So I can click somewhere, so a new antibody will appear there. And then if I go to MadVax, as you can see, just a ton of vaccines. There's really not too many places I can go. For example, I can take that cell, but for the most part, to begin this game, you're going to be wanting to pick one of these vaccines, preferably where there's a lot of your opponent's viruses, and that will be how that is played. That is going to wrap up this tutorial video. If you have any more questions about Epidemic, feel free to check out the rules page. You can also leave a comment on this video or on our message board at gamedriven.com. Have fun in all your games, and we will see you next time.